Alright, hello and welcome back. Let's move on to mission 2. I think there's like
As of
22
1
missions
p.m.
total.
today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
In other words, super bad timing.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa consent Elise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school they went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie.
Pretty smart though, really.
The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
With the headphones on, it kind of sounds like she went through a sewer. Because I heard the sounds of dripping that you'd hear in that kind of place.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military.
Oh
After
no.
the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Alright, so while that cutscene was playing and stuff, I decided I'm gonna do End Wars 3 campaigns once I finish this game. That's my decision, at least. Alright, let's go with the Strike Wyvern this time. Oh, well, that's for anti-ship. Maybe not. Maybe the Raptor. That's air-to-ground lock-on. Yeah, let's go with the good anti-air missile. We'll go with the Raptor this time. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Hold on. Let's do the plane I probably did during this mission. If I can remember which one it was. I think it was... Super Tomcat? Was it this one? No. Maybe. Super Hornet? Crap, I need to look at the tree. Because at this point, the most likely plane I would have used... Well, maybe it was the Super Tomcat. Yeah, it would have been the Super Tomcat. So let's use that. It's the most likely plane I would have used. And it's a nice plane because it's got like folding wings that make it look really cool. Super Hornet. No, where is it? I've already lost it. I probably went right past it and didn't notice. Oh, right, it goes further up. Whoops, that's why. Yeah, Super Time Cap. No, that's just long range missile. Air to ground. 8-point lock on, we'll go with that. Let's go over the parts because it's been a while. Long time since I used it. Alright, so, body. Super maneuverability. Got like a piece of hair in my damn mouth. The health, then maneuverability. Here we go. Alright, standard missile power, flight speed, distance. Was it a reload time? Oh no, homing. Homing's what I want. Lock-on speed's not that important. And then we'll go with the machine gun radar system. Towards the locked-on target at a set range. Yeah, the distance. Reload time's not important. Homing capabilities are really good. Lock-on speed, not as important. Okay, let's do it with this plane.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
I just remember liking this plane and using it for a long time because of the moving wings. Because the wings move depending on how you're flying. So I might do a bit of third person just to show that. I don't really like using the third person as much. I like the first person. Like, because I'll either do this, this, or this, depending on the cockpit.
Military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
Yeah.
HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
I think it was this plane with the moving wings.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Page 2, missile launch.
Fuck it, I don't like playing like that. I really don't. Crap.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Well, I've already fucked it up. Yeah, because the wings move like that.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Yeah, I already really fucked up the smoothness on that, didn't I?
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! Any anti-air weaponry in place yet? We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy
Okay.
interceptors inbound.
I missed something apparently.
Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
Camouflaged. That radar was just about to go online. Plan forward too fast. The base is too far from Allied territory. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger, there's one more to go. Breaking out of lock.
Mark H2!
Evade! Do it now! The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Lower 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about
sign of retreating. Take it out.
Going to?
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports taxiing.
Target eliminated.
Transports where?
You're being locked onto. Page 2, locking.
Oh, that's a big boom.
Radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Huh? Keep your mind focused. Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. All transports have been destroyed, but
Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
3 targets remaining.
launch preparations complete.
Man, this feels like really slow compared to
Clear 15 meters.
my normal one. The higher speed planes. Oh, here come the drones. Man, I forgot what it feels like to fly the slower planes.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage.
Come on,
They're
get
probably
good
hostile.
missile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be
Fuck.
well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs.
Targeting gun range.
Bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters.
Come
and
on,
out.
get back in
It
view,
doesn't
you
matter.
bastard.
Not to miss.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a
Got
bit
ya.
more warning. Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here. Firing. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Whoops.
Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Come on, good hit.
I'm
Oh,
buying
who's
this
that?
For anyone who takes down an enemy.
It's a named plane. Let's go get him.
I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
We're going for him. I would do that, but it takes way too much of my view away.
Golem Squadron, surround them.
Missile launched.
Gotcha. Alright, pull them back to deal with the drones. Most likely above cloud layers. Oh no, well they're not. Back down we go.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. Don't try to read their movements.
Locked.
You're mine, I'll make it quick. So drones don't feel the chief.
Got them both.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
Yay. I don't know how people fly in that. That like,
Mission complete.
this kind of makes it hard to do it.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
I like flying first person or cockpit, but this cockpit's got way too much being cut away.
The guys in charge take care
So I'll
of the
play like
rest.
this. Yeah.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
I really do enjoy watching it like this.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing.
But we're not gonna. Because it takes too much time to watch it all again. And I don't really feel like doing that. Ow.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim.
And then I
what is
really
ours.
fucked it up over here. Yeah, S. I've still somehow got an S on that one. Alright, hope people enjoyed. I'm going to record 2 more for today. And that's all. Later.